What ifs are always fun, especially here on YouTube, so I had an idea for a what if that I've never seen before, and that was a team building what if. What if I could take one character for every saga and put them on one team to beat one character? My initial idea was to do this with all of the characters in the franchise against Xeno, but I've decided to narrow it down to each individual series. Now I'm going to start with Dragon Ball Z, and the one character I'm going to try to beat is Beerus, with characters who were introduced by the end of the Battle of Gods movie, because technically he is the strongest antagonist Dragon Ball Z has. So the first thing we have to do is identify how many slots we have. And in my opinion, there are 4 sagas in Dragon Ball Z: the Saiyan Saga, Frieza Saga, Cell Saga, and Buu Saga. Therefore, I have to build a team of 4 characters to beat Beerus. Now let's set some ground rules, and it's really only one rule. I can only pick a character one time. For example, if I pick Goku from the Saiyan Saga, I am picking him at that level of power with that specific skill set. Alright, and before I get started, let me know who will be on your team to beat Beerus. Cool? Alright. Now picking a character from the Saiyan Saga was kinda tough for me. There is no one of notable strength or has any outlandish abilities that would be of any meaning against Beerus. I could be missing someone, but I really don't think I am. So my pick from the Saiyan Saga is King Kai. I think he's the wisest character I can pick from this saga, who also has a wealth of knowledge when it comes to fighting and the deities. He could provide some useful information to the team, and if he isn't useful on the battlefield, he can keep morale high with his sense of humor. Alright, that's one. Next up is the Frieza Saga, and this is tough. There are 3 characters that are getting real consideration here. The first is Goku. Now hold on, I know you think I'm crazy for considering Frieza Saga Goku against Beerus, but hear me out. I can't pick Goku in the Buu Saga, even though that is his strongest version. There's another character in the Buu Saga that is way too important for me to not choose. And the other reason I decided to think about Goku here and not the Buu Saga is because honestly, Goku's base strength doesn't really matter. We saw in Battle of Gods that Goku can't hang with Beerus even if he's using Super Saiyan 3, so that's why I don't envision Buu Saga Goku as a priority. But I'm still not choosing Goku here. The next character I'm thinking about is Dende. He was so important in the fight against Frieza. He's literally the only reason the Z Fighters didn't die before Goku was healed. He was instrumental in their success. And within all of that, he was sneaky. He was able to perform miracles for a minute before Frieza noticed what was happening. And in a series where characters get stronger after being healed, Dende is very important. Yet I still can't pick him because there is one character who has an ability that I don't think anyone can afford to pass on. In fiction, there are 2 abilities that are always overpowered: reality manipulation and time manipulation. So that's why Guldo has to be on my team. Along with his other weird abilities, Guldo can stop time for as long as he can hold his breath. So in theory, Guldo in a one-on-one is kinda unbeatable. The only reason he died is because he wasn't paying attention to Vegeta, who caught him with a sneak attack. To me, there's not a valid argument against picking Guldo, especially when I don't need him to fight. Alright, so far in the fight against Beerus, I have King Kai and Guldo. I think that's solid. Now here's where I make a decision based on power. Like I said earlier, there's a character in the Buu Saga not named Goku that I have to pick. So the Cell Saga is going to be my best chance to pick a character based on their strength. And just like the Frieza Saga, I'm debating between 3 characters here as well. The first is Dr. Gero, and he has some good qualities. He's a genius and he can absorb energy through his hands. So if Gero is able to grab Beerus or bait him into using a ki attack, things could get interesting. But on the flip side, Beerus could just one-shot Gero and destroy him. Or the second character I'm considering is Perfect Cell. Listen, he's stronger than the character I'm going to pick, and he has all of the same abilities too, but because he's an android, I can't pick him. So that's why Goku's my pick from the Cell side. And again, I want to go over why I'm choosing this Goku. First of all, there isn't a Goku in Z that can see Beerus in a close fight. It just isn't happening. So that's why I didn't choose Goku from the Buu Saga. And then grade 4 and grade 1 Super Saiyan isn't a noticeable difference against Beerus either. So you may be wondering why I didn't just take Goku from the Frieza Saga. But that's because Goku learned instant transmission after Namek, and that is going to be crucial. Goku still has the Spirit Bomb, Kaioken, and Master Super Saiyan. I think that's a pretty good skill set. Alright, through 3 sagas, my team is King Kai, Guldo, and Goku. But this last pick is going to make everything make sense, I promise. For the Buu Saga, I am picking the Supreme Kai.
What?
Shin has the ability to heal, Shin has instant transmission as well, and Shin is really old. And by picking Shin, I have more than one path to victory. The first one is a fight with Goku going against Beerus one-on-one, but not with the Super Saiyan form, but as a Super Saiyan God. In the Battle of Gods movie, Goku needed to summon Shenron to figure out how to become a Super Saiyan, but I don't think Shin would have needed that. That's information he would have known. So with that, Goku would have done the same thing he did in the movie and fought Beerus as a Super Saiyan God. But then you may ask, well, didn't Goku lose to Beerus as a Super Saiyan God? Yes he did. But Guldo will be the wild card. I think if you mix Goku's strength with Guldo's ability to stop time, they could come up with a strategy to beat Beerus. This wouldn't be Goku's first option, but we know that Goku is willing to go against his pride if it means that he can win a fight when the Earth is in danger. And with the God of Destruction, it's safe to assume that the planet is in danger. So Super Saiyan God Goku with Guldo's time stopping could win. But let's just say Goku somehow loses. Well, Shin can heal Goku, and Goku would get a Zenkai boost and he'd fight Beerus with the help of Guldo again. And I truly do believe that at some point, this team finds a way to win with this method. The second way this team could win is through a potential fusion. What if Goku and Guldo's abilities are in one body? That fusion should still be able to become a Super Saiyan God. He'd still be a half Saiyan. A Super Saiyan God with time-stopping abilities is beating Beerus, I'm sorry. But let's just say Beerus is able to kill Guldo before Goku can stop it. Goku can still fuse with the Supreme Kai, and the Super Saiyan God along with the actual powers of a deity is still a handful for Beerus. But I do think Supreme Kai is more valuable unfused due to his ability to use instant transmission and healing, but it's still an option. And the third and most effective way to beat Beerus with this team is to kill the Supreme Kai. Now I know this is crazy, but this is literally a foolproof plan. If you don't know, the Supreme Kai and Beerus are linked. If one dies, the other one does as well. That connection is why Zamasu was able to begin the Zero Mortals plan. Zamasu taking control of Goku's body and using the Super Dragon Balls wouldn't normally go unchecked, but because he killed Supreme Kai first, there was no being with authority in Universe 7 to stop Zamasu. So if Goku and the Supreme Kai can agree to kill the Supreme Kai before Beerus kills Goku, this team will beat Beerus no matter what. I know that last method is sort of the easy way out, but it does beat Beerus, and that's what the goal was for this video. Now I did have two honorable mentions. The first was Teen Gohan, who has more power than the Goku I picked and has more potential too, but we know how he gets when there's a fight with lives on the line, so I just decided to go with his father, who's far more serious. And then I also thought about Elder Kai because he has an even greater wealth of knowledge and could be more useful in the actual battle against Beerus. He might know a weakness or something, but he lacks that link with Beerus, and that's just too important to pass on. Next time I'll do the same thing but with Dragon Ball Super, and the person I'll have them going against, it's gonna be tough to beat them, but I got some ideas. With that being said, this is BigTune, and thanks for watching. Y'all have a good one.